It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
To kick off for Chicago.
Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wildcard weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 6-0 lead right away. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. That's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. This is caught inside the 15. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Throwing off the play fake. On him quick, and they bring it down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
From the 14 after that sack, tough 3rd and goal coming up. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's got it, it's in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Leaving the offense out there, it's 4th and goal from the 1.
Here we go, here we go.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams take a 13-0 lead. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Rams is hurt, is going to need some help out there. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. Complete right side. Burton has it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Handoff on 2nd and short. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the 1st. He's at the 34.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You just threw that at a hard flat.
Maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
1st down, Williams to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Williams from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This set forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Sometimes I I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Williams with 3rd and long. He's going deep. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he goes down. The Bears got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid? Yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
No throw. 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision in extra yards.
And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. Maybe a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
A quick throw completed out to the left. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Come on.
Air it out on 3rd. Kelsey's got it right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. The field goal unit is out as they try to make this a 3-score game. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's tackled for no gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Williams will look to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And he's making a house call. Big 6 for Los Angeles. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams make it a 24-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He's smart, he won't risk anything here. He just chucks this away.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better and make it another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. To the air yet again, Williams. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. The LSU rookie with the pick. And the Rams take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, as if this one wasn't tough enough, it's another possession lost as he is picked off once again.
I think what I'm looking for here, what everybody's looking for in the building, what kind of fight do you have? Because a couple of turnovers in a row can take it right out of you, especially the deficit you find yourself in.
Got it. Ready?
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Check, go get him. Go get him. Go get him.
Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. Trucks a defender. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second down pass play coming. Screen here for Williams. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Moving Hipple like the second, able to bring him down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. 18, Pioneer.
From the red zone now. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams continue piling onto this lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Second down, looking for options. Throws pumped. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is down to the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
First and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Williams. Brought in close to the 8. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
This This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the red zone on 1st. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Kobe Durant has it. And the Rams get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
On the set.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Set up. 65.
They pitch it out to him here. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Rams. Behind the sticks on 2nd and 11.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Working near his goal line. So we have to screen for Hunter. And that's going to be a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine. Because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well. When you get contributions like that, how do you kick off returner? It is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Williams to throw on 1st. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
What's up?
Working inside the red zone. He's got it. It's in close. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears chop some of the lead off before the half. DJ Moore the touchdown. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears trail by 22 now.
31. Bears 9. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10.
Ready.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And they pitch it to him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Third and long for him here. Chased out to his right. And for the first time, one of his throws throws, doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 36-yard line.
Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47.
It's a gain of 7.
Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Williams on 1st down. He's got it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's thrown deep to the left side. Catch is made in close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears chop some of the lead off before the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
16.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
They're on 17-yard line.
Ready, set.
One last play before the break.
Ready. 65.
Throwing here just before halftime. It's a short pickup to the 20. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Fields this one at the 3. Making some progress here. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
We don't know always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room, some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Out of the pistol, Williams. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Swift now from the pistol. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Working from the gun, Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
3rd down, here's Williams. This is a heater going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long.
A 43-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts a second-half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Tag! 70 Lions!
Drive starts with a carry by Hunter. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. Running in the red zone. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams make it a 3-possession game. Kyron Williams the touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams go up by 19. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age.
Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again in a massive sack on first down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
60 Bobcat. Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Hurt.
Here he goes, third and long. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it fourth and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
60 Eagles, 67 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. We got it. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to pass on first and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Go.
Straight ahead with Williams. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
On the set.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. Third and 5 now.
Big Lion. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
Another run for Williams. Well, maybe should have been thinking past their partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be fourth and goal.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Off the play fake, Williams. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, Williams to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Cougar 19. Go.
Here's Williams to start the drive. They'll cobble together a yard there. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Rams have it with a lead, looking to continue their postseason run.
Ready.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now looking to throw. Caught on the comeback route. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And he goes down. The Bears got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Pass play coming here. Has it in close. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Down. Mustang 19. Viking 18. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
They're throwing it. And this one is launched downfield. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. No.
Dropping back to throw. Forced out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. And they pick him off again! And the Rams have the football bent just shy of the midfield stripe.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
It's Hunter on second down. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up third and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Coming to Hunter on third down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
First down throw here for Sanford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4. At the Bears' 33-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the gun, and give to Hunter. He gets 6 on that play, and the Rams are going to have a first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Short pass brought in. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Back to throw, here's Stafford. Setting up the screen for Hunter. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This is Sutton working the right side. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on fourth down. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems a shorter attempt. And their lead grows further to 25 points.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Big strike here to Moore. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down throw by Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Dime coverage from the Rams as they get prepped for this 3rd down. Stick it in the air. It's Williams. On the move. Headed right. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Rams take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running with Hunter here from the pistol. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So make a check in that win column for the Rams. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
Texas near the starting spot. Just a little pass here. Right sits. And the Charger drop that one out to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. They got the touchdown after the lead. That's a good shot. transfer.